tell people and educate people about the cycle of domestic violence, about different programs that they can utilize here on the island with Micah's Place, you know, different things that are happening around the country. Speak and educate people. You know, hopefully 2 friends will tell 2 friends will tell 2 friends.
Are there really that many people that still don't think it exists?
Oh yeah.
You deserve it, it's your fault, that kind of stuff?
Well, you know, and especially now with the economy the way it is. You know, people are losing their jobs.
So is it on the rise?
It's on the rise. Domestic violence calls, the 24-hour hotline, calls around the country have increased since the economic downturn. Okay, I ask myself this question. If the economic downturn makes someone beat somebody, are they abusers to begin with? And this is just something that just triggered it? Domestic violence and to beat somebody, to hit someone is a choice. It's a choice that somebody makes.
I know that it is a cycle of violence,
Right.
and it's very difficult to break that cycle. What have you found, what advice maybe that you can give people to help break that cycle?
Well, it is very difficult, and we have never said that it was easy. You can do this. There is light at the end of the tunnel. No, it's not easy, but you have to want it so badly, and you have to make that choice and make that commitment to want to get your kids out of a domestic violence situation. Do you want your kids growing up to be violent? Do you want your kids growing up to be victims? No, I can do this. I don't need my 10,000 square foot home, my Rolls Royce or my Bentley in my garage. You know, what people need to do is they need to understand that domestic violence can kill. And there's places that can help you. You know, Micah's Place is here. Micah's Place is the best place that they could go for safety, for security, for all their needs that need to be met, but it's up to you to make that first step. Through the Nicole Brown Foundation, we just did a, gosh, what is it, like a little commercial for the Los Angeles County bus system. They have a video playing on the bus. And we have gotten more calls from men, either victims of domestic violence or trying to help someone out of a domestic violence situation, but it was really interesting. We've had more men call than women.
Do you ever talk to men that are abusers or women that are abusers?
I've been to prisons, yeah. So I've talked to both. I've been to batterer treatment programs. That's how I got educated on domestic violence. I've talked to batterers. I've talked to families of batterers that have gone through batterer treatment programs that have come out successful. And then I've also talked to men in prison that have been in there on their second strike. They're scared to death to get out because they know that they're going to go out there and do it again. About 13 years ago when I was in the men's prison at Rikers Island, and I didn't have a program to tell this man. You know, I didn't have anything. Now they've got the batterer treatment programs. You know, you got to remember, this was 15 years ago when people were told, you know, take a walk around the block.
Yeah. Or it's private, don't get involved.
It's private, don't get involved. But now, and law enforcement didn't have any laws to go in and arrest somebody. I mean, people have been doing this a lot longer than I have. But, you know, even the Violence Against Women Act was stalled in Senate appropriations. When Nicole was murdered, they asked me to come to Washington, D.C. And that's when the Violence Against Women Act was passed. Because people used to think it only happened to the poor and the homeless. And it doesn't. It can happen to anybody. That's why I say, you know, with your 5,000 square foot home, 10,000 square foot home, your Bentley in your garage, I mean, is it really worth your life? No. We were able to increase funding for shelters from $18 to $32 million. They've got funding in there for law enforcement. They have funding in there for shelters. They have funding in there for all kinds of things. I don't believe anger management classes work. What they truly need, if they are an abuser, is a batterer treatment program to actually work on their problem of beating, of verbally abusing, of putting down, of mentally and emotionally just chipping away at someone's self-esteem.
If you have someone in your life that you love and you suspect this is going on, are there warning signs? Are there symptoms?
Yeah, there's a lot of red flags. Gosh, okay. Some of the verbal warning signs of, I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like the color lipstick you're wearing. Why are you talking to that person over there? Why are you talking to that guy? What, you want to sleep with him? You know, just little things like that, you know, when you say it one time, listen, sweetheart, that dress really isn't appropriate to the event we're going to, or, you know, maybe you want to wear a long dress instead of a short dress. You know, stuff like that happens all the time. That's okay. But when you're constantly put down and belittled, and you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right, and the color of your lipstick is wrong over and over. Why are you wearing that color? What, you want to pick up on somebody else? You want to go sleep with somebody else? You know, that kind of stuff. Those are red flags. Every victim of domestic violence has ever told me that the verbal, emotional, psychological abuse is more damaging than the actual physical violence, because they say the physical bruises go away. What I would tell people is, if they hit you once, they'll hit you again. And if they ever threaten to kill you, eventually one day they will. So get out.